Hey Measuring Hero. Today we are at the ZEISS Museum in Oberkochen. We're celebrating some very, very important milestones for us. 50 years ago, ZEISS went to the moon, and some of these iconic pictures that you see behind me here on display were taken with a ZEISS lens. But we also celebrate another milestone, and that is 100 years of metrology excellence. Back in 1919, ZEISS began measurement equipment. So in addition to having a look around here, let's explore 100 years of ZEISS IQS. Okay, here we are in the middle of the museum, and this was a very special place for me because I remember the first time I came here as a newly minted IQS employee. I knew ZEISS for one thing and one thing only, and that was metrology. Of course, when I walked these halls, I discovered it was so much more. It was all of this here, which includes microscopes, eyeglasses, camera lenses, and planetariums. So of course, ZEISS began life in 1847 with the creation of the microscope. And as you can see from the timeline, it went through many, many permutations and iterations, split off, and continued on all the way to 1919. In 1919, ZEISS created the Fine Measurement Department, which began showing product at the Leipzig Spring Fair. Now that we've had a look around here at the museum, let's make our way over to the Customer Center. Okay, here we are at the Customer Center for IQS in Oberkochen, where we have on display some of the things that are really special to us for our 100-year anniversary. The first thing, of course, is from 1919, this bad boy, which is one of our first thread gauges. This one is on loan from us from the German Optical Museum. When we fast forward about 7 years later to 1926, we come to this bad boy, which is ZEISS's Universal Measuring Microscope. It takes what this does and does it even better. It takes 5 attributes and can measure them simultaneously using what we learned from microscopy. When we fast forward even further, we go to 1973, which is this guy. We introduced the UMM 500. The UMM 500 was a first universal measuring machine and used this probe inside of it to do it. Of course, there's a UMM 800 model over there. This probe is the probe that has its foundations in what would now become the VAS probe, which is, of course, what one of the core technologies that our CMMs use today. If you're in Oberkochen, you come by, have a look at what we have on display here. I think you'll find it really interesting. So with that, hope we'll see you here soon.
I came from the mud, there's dirt on my hands. Strong like a tree, there's roots where I stand.
Oh, and while you're here, don't forget to check out all the cool equipment that's here in this room. It will represent the next 100 years of ZEISS IQS. And for the rest of you, thank you for visiting us at Measuring Hero blog. We'll see you next Thursday.
Try to catch me howling at the moon.